Let's see if anybody sees me. Oh, there you are. There you are. Yay. Good. Sorry. It's been, the last hour's been crazy, guys. Either video problems or they just didn't want to come up. I had to redo it. I had to do a new live. So I thank you for joining me. Uh, yeah, I don't know. It's like week to week, you just forget what you're supposed to do. You write it down and you still, there's something new. So anyway, I want to say welcome to the Sew and Talk Tuesdays. I'm glad you came and you joined me today. And I'm going to look and see what you guys have to say since you have been so patiently waiting for me. Hi, Donnell. Hi, Misty. Melanie, how are you doing? Yep, you found the right one. Yep, we're getting there now. So anyhow, I know I just a little bit of news, which not to bring anybody down, but everyone knows that Donna Jordan has passed away. She was an icon in our quilting world, and she will be missed, but she will be remembered. So I ask that you remember her family in prayer, and that send well wishes. So anyway, I really didn't get a show and tell today started. I couldn't figure out what to do. Yeah, Missy, it is sad news that happened. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, my heart goes out to Donnell to that. I didn't know that she had any illness or ongoing illness or anything that could have took her life, but evidently she did. So yeah, you guys, do you want to learn how to? Not that you don't know how, but I'll show you how to do. Put a block on a t-shirt. I did it on a sweatshirt before. You probably saw me wearing it. It was a block that was on my, I think it was a star, scrappy star on a sweatshirt. But I decided to try it on my on a t-shirt I got, and I got a good deal. Go to Hobby Lobby, get your sweatshirts and your t-shirts from there. They wash up good. They don't shrink, and they're cheap. Okay. Well, what I did, I'm going to show you is that this is the block that I had done a demo block on. So what I have done is I just to let you know, I base stitched around here because I folded it and that's been basted. That was the first thing I did is I ironed and basted that down. So this is one that I have pre-done and ready to baste. And then I can take the basting stitches out. I had then took batting. I took only one piece of batting at one time, and I didn't think that it was soft enough or poopy enough. So what I did is I put a second layer on. You can do it to where it's probably a half an inch smaller, your batting, than your block. And then just all I did is stitch in the ditch. Okay. Now this block is ready. If you want to make a certain block for your t-shirt, you can do that. But you know, I got a lot of little tester blocks or orphan blocks. Okay, so hi Lisa. That's what you're gonna do on your faux quilt jacket. Yeah. I'm gonna have to jump in the bandwagon because everybody's doing these. I'm so sorry, Lisa, that you had to follow the cookie and the thread troll to find me. I don't know why it decided to be naughty today, but it did. It ended up giving me trouble, but that's part of going live. You always have that situation that can come up, and that. So
but you have a cheat sheet now.
My husband. Oh, you can't see this. I don't think. I think it's backwards, but it's my cheat sheet
for setting up.
But I got. Oh, you know what? I don't have my lapel mic on. Can you hear me? Okay, everyone. I guess I could turn it on.
Oops.
I could get that. See? Is this Friday the 13th?
Right here it says. Turn on lapel mic.
I know. Okay, it's on. That's why it picked me up. Okay, good. I'm gonna get the magnet to put it on. So, how many of you are going to do a jacket or think you are? I'd like to do more of a lightweight spring jacket. That way it's not so bulky. And I'll either, line it, or you can do French seams, but no, you still want to line it. And then you could do French seams if you want, or take the seam binding and bind the seams going up the side seams and in the arms. That always looks nice, especially if you have it contrasting. Oh, yes, Lisa, I've done. Lisa says she is going to take the opportunity to do thread art. Just got to find the light enough jacket so I can wear it longer in the fall, winter. Orphan blocks, thread, and free motion quilting in my wheelhouse. That's wonderful. You got to share it with us. I have done thread painting before, and I love it. It's freeing to be able to be creative like that. And Donnell wants to do one. Well, we're gonna have to do a show and tell as we get them started or get them going. And I know that Mona has a good pattern that she's using that they said, so I have to go back and see what pattern it was that she's using and check that. But if you do find a pattern that you like, if you could share that with us, who the maker is and what the number is, that would be great, because I thought about Lisa, I thought about doing I have a jean jacket, and the collar, I got it used, so the collar's a little worn in here. So I thought about doing some stitching and patchwork, or do something in the collar on that one. You could do a jean jacket, you can do a shirt, If you don't want to cut your own pattern out, you know, that'd be way to go too. So anyway, I got my microphone on, and I'm going to share with you since you guys have been so patient, and that I appreciate that. So anyhow, like I said, this is the block, and I just, you know, did the back batting just to get a little bit of, I don't know, cooltiness to it. I did take my my table off of my sewing machine, and that way it'll be a little bit easier. I'm going to move things back here, and I'm going to what you're going to do is I'm going to show you my cutting table. You won't see me, but you'll see my cutting table. Okay. Hi, Giovanna. Welcome. Okay, there we are. I'm showing you this because this is a shirt I got. Okay, it's just a t-shirt. What you want to do, I'll have to make sure you can see this good. You will want to make sure. Now, some people, you might want to pre-wash your garment. It's up to you. But I was going to, but I ran out of time, so I didn't. So I'm not worried on the sweatshirt. I didn't do it with the sweatshirt, and it turned out really good. But on a t-shirt, I hope it doesn't pucker on me. So I would tend to go ahead and do the pre-wash on these. What you want to do is you want to take your shirt and fold it in half, matching your seams, matching your shoulder seams. And up here. Okay. I went to the iron and I pressed this so I have a little bit of a line so I can see. It's all it is just to let me see the center. That's the only point of it. Another thing is you can take a ruler, and from your neckline, they basically say you go down, I'd say from the ribbing. This says 2 inches, but I don't really think that's enough. I'd say maybe 3 inches go down, and that would be your where you put the start of your block. So I'm just going to put a little pin in there, and then when I open this up, I'll be able to see. I can see that I have a line here. If you have a hard time, you can do a little pencil mark there. So what I'm going to do here, I'm turning this around so you guys can see a little bit better. I'm going to measure down again and see what do I want. Now your armholes are here. Okay. So you can go you know what? Let me see. I think I want to go 3.5 inches on this for me. So I'm just going to take my pen, got my finger there, and just kind of mark it there. But when I lay it out, open it up, I'll be able to see more where I want it. What works good, so because you're working with knit and you don't want to have to be pinning your front and back together, go ahead and put a ruler in. See, I put it underneath between the layers of the. See, I already did that. Okay, between the layers of your t-shirt. It just gives me a place to pin. That's all, you know, you can do a cutting mat or whatever. So anyhow, I have this line here. I know you can't see it, but I can. Hey, Lucy, thanks for coming. Okay, so what I did is I thought maybe what 3.5 inches. Now, if I did it from here, and I went 3.5, it'd be about here. It depends on if you want to do it from the ribbing or the other. And you know what I decided? I'm going to do this. What do you think? Should I do this on point? Let me move this up a little bit. I am going to move it up a little bit from what it was. See if I can get this straight. If you need to press the iron in, a seam in here for marking, you can. So you can go this way and this way. Or do you like it this way? Let me know. Diagonal or traditional? Hi, Joyce. Melanie says, that looks great. This one? Yes, on point. Okay. Giovanna? Hi. She says on point too. I know. That's what I kind of thought that. I just got to decide which one I want to be the top or whatever. So I can tell about where I would want it. I think this is, to put it up here is too high. So I want to bring it down a little bit. Get in the center there. I'm going to measure just to see again. Yep, it's about almost 3 inches. So I have my ruler under here so I can take my pins and I can pin this on. Now, when I am done sewing this on, I'll take those spacing stitches out. But I generally do a 1/4 inch seam around the edges. Okay. I think this would be nice with the, like the Ohio Star, or let's see, did I pin that? I did. Ran out of ruler space. Okay. I think that's pretty good. I got enough to where they stay on. Now I can take my ruler out. Or like I said, if you had a small cutting mat, it just gives you something to. It's still pinned it to the back. Let's see if I am good. Yep, there. See? Got to double check yourself. I think I'll put a pin down here too. Okay. Now I'll take that out. I'll just kind of show you. Look, let me see. Okay. So that's what that'll look like. I'm going to move my camera so you can see my sewing machine and what I'm doing. But first of all, what I want to do is put my hand in. And I want to make sure that I have this like this. This is so that the backing fabric is out of the way. See? It's just like if you embroider, your backing fabric's out of the way. So let's see, what camera do I want to use? I will move it down here. You get to see all my cords in that. I'll move you on over. How's that? I think that's pretty good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and put it under my presser foot. And I can go, I think I'll go this way. Okay. And I'm going to make sure I'm about a 1/4 inch away from this. Now, check. Make sure there's no fabric under there because it can sneak in on you. If it does, you're taking it out. Okay, I'm going to put my needle down. And I'm just going to kind of put a little stop stitch in it. And away I go. Take the pin out. These blocks, if you could do tiny ones, they'd be pretty on the sleeve. Okay, I'm about a 1/4 inch. I turn this. I make sure that my t-shirt is not doubled in over at all. And I'll go ahead and sew again. Now, if you're going to put these on clothing that, like jeans or anything like that, you can take seams out of your garments, undo them, and then so you can lay it flat to put your blocks on, you know, depending on where you want to put them. And then you can just sew that seam back up again. Okay, I'm making sure that I don't have any fabric under there. I'm going to go to the 1/4. Now, this is something that once you sew it on, if you really want to, you can do some hand stitching, blanket stitch or anything like that all the way around it. Just depends on what look you want. You can embellish it. I'm going to take this pin out. And I am just double checking again, making sure that there's no fabric under there. Okay, now I can continue. Okay, I will turn it. This is my last turn. And I just, again, I'm checking my fabric, getting it lined up, making sure that nothing else is under that. You can still do this if you don't have a free arm. You just, you know, everything lays more flat. You just have to be a little bit more careful. Okay, take my pins out. Hopefully I'm sewing this on nice. Okay. And I'll lock that stitch in. Now, my sweatshirt I've washed several times and it's turned out really nice. What was nice is it kind of did that quilty thing on the quilt block when I did it. And I really liked that effect. Now, I did a 1/4 inch. If you want to do it closer to the edge, you can. And let me see. I think I got. Then all I would do, I'm going to switch you back. Get you up here. Let's see. There you go. Okay, and I'll switch you back down to the table. Then this is when I would go ahead and I'd take out my stitching. I would turn the t-shirt inside out. It is a lot easier to sew. It is if you're, especially if you have the table, Giovanna, and you don't have the free arm. But the free arm's working pretty good. Yeah, 2.5 inches. Yeah, you can kind of see how it's going to lay on your body. You can put the shirt on and you can pin it on, your block on. Then you see how it looks. Try it on, see how it looks. see if the placement's where you want it. You know, you got to be careful that women, we have breasts, so you want to make sure that you're not pointing those out unless you want to. But right now, all I'm doing is taking out this little stay stitch a little bit that I did, the basting stitch. So it'll look better. I'm not going to take it all out right now, but I'll be able to show you what it looks like. It'll look better without it. There I go. I did not. I have a Microtex needle in. I know that I should have. And thank you for the mention of that. If you are working with knit, the jersey needle or the works good. So it doesn't snag the fabric. But this turned out fine. But yeah, I have a Microtex, so it's kind of like, it's very fine. Works really good. Take this out a little bit. Okay. I didn't get it all out, but I can whoop. I'm going to move to the other camera. Okay, now you can see it. And it didn't pucker or anything like that. So I guess I do have these points right where they should. Now they're good. So any questions? Anybody think that they would, thank you, Giovanni. Thank you, Donnell. Anybody think that they want to do something like this? Think of all those little test blocks we do. You know, it'd be cute with the log cabin. Then you could have the red for the heart. You know, the center red, the center block be red for like the heart of the home. But anyhow, this is it. I got one in a beige too, but I got to find I don't know if this block will look good on that or not. This one, I'm not sure. I'd have to do some fancy stitching on this just to make this stand out more instead of just do stitch in the ditch. But I stitched in the ditch for the other one. I would do it on the back for the summer. Well, you know, you could, if you put a block on the back, you can, it can be a larger block. Thank you, Melanie. It wouldn't be as hot either, would it, Giovanna? Because you have the batting, if you tend to get warm having something right here. But that's what I did. So now I'll do my other one sometime, and I'll see how that turns out. Well, I got something I'll show you that I made. Sorry, get in your face here. Make sure I made this before. My ballerina pincushion. Just a candlestick. I think yeah, and I got the dress form, little pattern, stuffed it, put a little tutu on her, little beads. She's got a bow on the back, little bow on the top with her button. Then these are like little antique buttons or brooches like pins I had. Isn't she beautiful? She is, isn't she? She just sits and stands and watches me sew. I have another thing I did before is I did an owl. I'll have to show you my owl. It was done with the yo-yos, the ones that you stack them up, different sizes. And that's cute. It's just that's more decorative, but I can actually use her for, and I glued this, hot glued the little tutu on. But this was kind of fun. She's just sitting here, just hanging out. Thanks, Donnell. Oh, Melanie, thank you. Yes, she is beautiful. She doesn't have a name. I guess I could just call her Princess or. So anyhow, this is her. What are you guys doing? Anything special other than had to wait on me, huh? Is there anything you'd like me to? Oh, what kind of stand is it? It's a wooden candle stick holder. That's all it is. Or a baluster, like you can get those decorative. And then it's just been glued on to that. Yeah, you can go to Home Depot or Lowe's or anything like that. Oh, so you're working, huh? Yeah. Well, I got a live again today with Katie, the Green Island quilter, and that's at 4:30. And the one of y'all, if you haven't seen Lisa's retreat information on Discord, go on there if you belong to that one. She has set a time up and a day, and I think it sounds like it'd be a lot of fun. Christina, you're enjoying time in the sun. Where are you from, Christina? If I can find, I'll try to find the pattern for it. I just traced it out before, so I'm I'm in line. Oh, you seem to have to do that, don't you? Daily, Melanie, picking up your kids from school. Hi, Laura. How are you doing? Yeah, you'll have to. Oh, I don't know what happened today. It got messed up. I used StreamYard and it's done good, but somehow I did not schedule this so where it would show where I could click on it and go live. So I had to literally about go through YouTube to do it. But I ended up getting it. It ended up coming through. Oh, well, Christina, you're really, really, really close to me. I'm in Clayton, southeast of Raleigh. The sun is nice. It is supposed to be really nice. Everybody's saying hi to each other. I really appreciate you guys coming in to see me, especially with the issues that I had. I am going to do one of these. I promise. And I'm not going to have any technical issues. They always come up though, don't they? Somehow they come up and, those little gremlins and get you. Hi, Judy. So what are you guys going to do today? Oh, you're in line too. Anyone doing anything special today? Sewing on any project? I'm thinking about doing the Dresden plate. I'll either do that on a live show how to do it, which most people probably do know. And then I plan I want to do the burrito pillowcase, but I think I'm going to record that because I have to be at the iron and then I have to be at my station and all that. I got it prepped, so I think I'll record how to do the pillowcase. So, it's spring. We want some new, fresh pillowcases on our beds. I've been trying to work and sew and get some stuff done on projects. I over the weekend worked on the Magnolia quilt that Jess and Katie's doing, and I got pretty well done. I think I got 4 blocks left to put together because I have to cut a little bit of more fabric for it, and that'll be done. And cotton cuts. I've been Wild West. I've been working on that. So I think that's going to be the next project after I'm done with Magnolia that I'm going to work on, or in between those two. I'm going to do to get that caught up. I got month 8 done, but then it's all that in between. Oh, you hope to get another quilt on your cutie this week. I'm not good. You will get good, Melanie, at Free Motion. It's just practicing. If you, one thing, because I would teach Free Motion, is if you can get either a whiteboard or get even plexiglass, a thin piece of plexiglass, put tape around the outside so you know which side is what. You can lay that, if it's small enough, you can lay that on your quilt and take the erasable expo pins, and you can draw your design out onto your fabric, not onto your fabric, onto that plexiglass to audition to see if you like it. And it also you can do it a few times. It gives you muscle memory. Practicing what you want on paper works good. You just have to keep your hands up. Laura says she hasn't been able to sit at her machine since December 1st. Recovering has been a slow process, and sitting for a long length of time has been difficult. Oh, I'm sorry. So can you do any handwork, or is that just sitting is hard? You have to lay more, huh? Okay, Joyce is finishing her jelly roll top. Y'all have to share these pictures with us. Let us know. Yes, Terry, we mentioned that Donna had passed at the beginning of the live, and yeah, it was hard because I knew I had 2 lives to do today, mine and Katie's, and it's like, oh, if I could just not, you kind of wanted to pull away a little bit, and then I thought, no, I just took some time, I relaxed, and that feeling went away. But yeah, it's difficult when she was so young. It's difficult when anybody passes. Oh, Melanie, you talking about you have to remember to get one. Yeah, if you did a whiteboard, like a small one, and you practiced on that, that's really good to practice because you get the muscle memory. It's from your head to your hand, and even it's doing the same pattern over and over. If it's a meander, you do that. If it's loops, you do that. Hi, Joe. How you doing? Thanks for coming in. And there is Susan is in here. Thank you, Susan. Oh, Judy, we'll see ya. Bye. Have a good day. Everybody's saying hello. So it sounds like everybody's working on their. So I'm going to try to work on my UFOs, and you wouldn't believe how many I got. But I'm going to. But I always find another pattern I want to do, or another quilt, and I buy the pattern, or I print off the PDF, and I'm just go down that squirrel hole, as they say. Oh, look at this! See this is my little squirrel. He sits on top of my sewing machine. Thank you. I got this from ordered this from Donna. And it moves. It's so cute sitting up there. Today you can't see it, but most usually you can. Okay, we'll see you, Lisa. Yep. Take care. Well, let's see. He is adorable. Yeah, you saw it on one of the videos where I had him on top of the sewing machine, and that he's a cutie patootie. I don't know what to. I gotta find a place for him. There's no place. I'll just hold him. So anyhow, I want to just say thank you. Hi, Deb. You've been lurking. That's okay. You're allowed. If anyone would that missed the beginning of the live and you missed the block, me doing the block on the t-shirt, do the replay. This is the shirt I did. I put the block on the t-shirt and I explained how I did it. So that you'll be able to do it on your own garments. Whoops, sorry. I just missed a question. Sherry, do you mind showing? Oh, okay. Yeah, Denise, I did. Yeah. I'll just show it again. This was a test block I did. And here's another one I had left over. So if I wanted to, I could use this on one, but I would do more stitching or field work in here. But again, I just approximately a half an inch, quarter inch. I press these down, cut the batting a half inch smaller. I put 2 layers in. Then I did my quilting. I did base this. I based this in first to keep this from turning. I did my quilting, and then when I was done, I put it on my sewing machine. Went. How far down? Okay, for Denise, let's see. I went back and forth on how far. The best, let's see. From the top of the neckline, it was 3 inches. Yeah. I did 3 inches from the top of the neckline. I would suggest that, like, you remember to match your seams and your shoulder seams, your side seams, and then either press when this is folded in half, press it so you can find the center. Decide about where you want it, pin it on, and then try it on. See if that is exactly where you feel comfortable with it when you're wearing it. 2.5 inches. Okay, yeah, Giovanni. Let me see. Yes, actually, I am between 2.5. Actually, I'm at 2 3/4. I did mine. But yeah, there is basically what you do to know where to have the placement at. Get this folded. There you go. Any other questions about this? Or thank you, Laura. Yeah, Terry wants to know, did I quilt it before I added it to my shirt? Yes, I did. I put the two, I based in here, base stitched it to hold this edges down, put 2 layers of pretty thin, not high loft, but batting. And then I stitched in the ditch, okay, with all that. And then that gives it a little bit of a quilty feeling. So this is pre-quilted when you put it on. And then when you're done sewing it on, you can take your basting stitches out and they'll look so much better when you're done. But I do the basting stitches so I don't have to worry about, it's just easier. I don't have to worry about it turning or flipping or whatever when I'm doing that. How big is the block? This one, you can have it whatever you want. I forgot who it was now that said, it might have been Lisa, about putting it on. No, I think it was Giovanna that said about putting it on the back of your shirt. If you're putting it on the back, you can go bigger. This one here was 7. This one was a 7-inch block. Now it's more like a 6 3/4. But I could have gone bigger if I wanted to. Let's see how big this one is. This one's like 7 3/4 already, so it would go down a little bit more. But I have to play with this one to see if I'd even want it. I'd have to put the batting behind it. I would stitch in the ditch. But then in here, I would either do meandering or loops or do something micro stitching because this is too big of a block space to leave open and look nice, I think. I mean, that's just me personally. Hi, Jean. Hi, Jean. I'm glad that you're here. Thanks for joining us. I always enjoy you. Well, is there any other questions? Because I'll answer them. Let me see. Okay, let me see what's there. Anyway, I know that it's a little short, but I will try to have something. If there's anything that interests you that you would like to cover or share, just let me know, and we can do that. And I'll have something to do next week to show you. I want to see you. If anybody's on Facebook or Discord, if you're doing a shirt, put it on, share it with us. Let us see. I'll find it somewhere. It'll be on somebody's site, my site, whoever's. We'll find it. So anyway, you guys have a great day. I hope it's a peaceful day and that your day's blessed. I thank you all for joining me. It means a lot to me, and I love this community. So I'll see you on the next chat. Bye-bye.